Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Today we're doing another episode of Total War Warhammer, Skaven, Mortal Empires. Let's go ahead and get back in here. We have to do this one a little bit faster. We might try to make this like a 50-minute episode or something. Set an alarm for 7 o'clock p.m. Should probably do something else, but it's kind of on a roll here, and I need to make some episodes anyways.
I turned it on.
So we'll see if we can sneak in a quick episode here. I want that. Public order would be really useful, and probably just a rubbish pit. I mean,
Started crawling for the end of the crib.
that's what she does.
Couldn't anymore. She just flopped down and stuck her thumb in her mouth.
Nice. Alright. These guys, I assume the dwarves are beating them up. Yeah, they're getting sieged right now. So they're just chilling out here, just waiting on me to weaken them a little bit. And then they just decided to go in for the strike. Down here. Okay, yep, it's all good. Get a little extra reserve there. So grabbing one of those guys. 3 more of these guys. Really wish we had one more recruitment slot so we could go ahead and get that 4th one. We'll walk down here and grab assassins. And I guess we could do a 4-stack with assassins, so we could just use one of these Hell Pit Abominations as a front line tank. And then just grab 2 assassins. Maybe that's what we'll do. These guys are 400 a pop. There'll be a little bit less after I dismiss my 2nd army. And then I get the discount from him, so they might be closer to like 300 each. We need some kind of beefy infantry, and then we'll come down here and grab the 2 assassins. We should be able to hire those assassins, right? Yes. Or the Death Runners. Now these guys are actually a little bit tougher than I thought they were, because they have 30% physical resist. So that's pretty good. I mean, that's like 70% damage resistance. Or that's, that'd be the equivalent of 60 armor. That'd be equivalent of 80 armor. And they have stalk, high leadership. Oh, I forgot about this stuff. They get an extra 8 melee defense also. And 6 leadership. They're pretty fast. These guys are pretty cheap too. Those are only 237. I guess these are only 275 at the top end before tax. These guys do shred 50% of the armor, which means they do a lot more damage. Now that means everybody does more damage to them too. It's very nice, and then they have very high armor piercing as well. So yeah, maybe a couple of these would be pretty good to carve up those dwarves. They do have pretty good resistance. The thing, physical resistance also is really good against armor piercing damage. So physical resistance in many ways is even better than armor. At least the way that armor is formulated right now and explained. But magical attacks don't help you against armor. They only help you against physical resist. So things that do magic damage do much more to physical resistance stuff, but they still would get blocked by armor. So it kind of just depends on what you're up against. Wait, I have to have that for Death Runners? Are you kidding me? I didn't realize there was a prereq for that. Dang it. Wow, I should have just upgraded that before. I didn't realize that. Oh man, sucks. Now it's 6,000 gold. I really would like to save 600. Crap, I should have paid attention to that. Well, I guess we're not getting Death Runners right now. I guess we could wait a little bit, but it's getting very, very expensive to wait. 2,900. Okay, well, I don't want to wait an extra turn. I do want those Death Runners. So, I guess we'll just cancel it, because I don't want to wait, because the extra turn is going to be 2,000 gold. This is only going to save 600, so... Yeah, it was poor management. I just didn't realize I had that prereq. We're going to be pretty much in the red pretty soon, income-wise. Okay. So we've got all that sorted. Got here extra powder, sapper's good. I think I want a Death Frenzy. It's good against other kinds of factions, but what's the range on this? 200. I was a little iffy about this because I don't know if I want to, like, how much I want to walk away from my artillery, but there are some situations where I do need to walk away from the artillery. Other option would be I could just make him a lot tougher so he could actually fight and defend the artillery a little bit better. So if I give him this extra, you know, 30 armor and 10 missile resist, that might be pretty legit. Or I could just go with Sapper more, which is really good for my Globadiers. I wonder, can I cast spells? This would be interesting for multiplayer. I don't know if something goes invisible. And I could just, like, cast spells and stuff with my, mage would just, like, hide my general unless they find him, so that I couldn't get assassinated as easily. I don't know, or if, like, casting a spell would reveal you. It's interesting. Okay, I guess we'll go ahead and get Death Frenzy. We can put this on Queek when he's, like, fighting a lord or something. I think that's originally why I wanted it. Okay, and now the question is, what do we do? Well, he took Black Tower of Archon. That's what I had been wanting to do, was to crush all this, but I don't want it without the accompanying, you know, capital. What is this? Is that the... Oh, that is the Black Tower. Okay. So I'll just wait on them to come back over there and reclaim that. Where are these guys going?
My faith in you wanes.
What's the fastest direct route? Right through here. Okay, so I could, could burrow under and get to, like, probably right here. Then hit Springs next turn, and then start going north. Retake this. Now I'm a little offsides if they like bum rush for Henry right now. But I could get over there in a couple of turns. Like if they rush for it right now, then I could turn course and rush for it. Okay, so they've all moved. Make sure everything's all good here. Yeah. For a little extra cash. Hopefully that starts paying off soon. Okay. It's all fine. Yeah. What was that? Oh, probably just a rebellion notification. Okay. Dang it. Really would have liked to get those Death Runners. Now that I understand how the armor has changed, then physical resist is a lot better than I thought it was. And I really like that change too. That makes it much easier to understand exactly how armor stacks up against physical resist. Like how effective it is. Remember, it's just 50% of the armor value. That's how much physical damage you're blocking. So if it's 100 armor, it's blocking 50% damage. I think everything does a minimum of 1 damage, though. I'm not entirely sure about that, but... yeah, they're beelining for Henry. Where's Chaos? Like... that dude's level 40? Holy crap.
This is forbidden.
Oh, they're all wanting to come for me over there, huh? Alright, well, I guess we don't need springs that much. And I do not want to trade Henry for springs. Henry has a gold mine, and it's just a much more valuable place in general. Henry does have walls, so they shouldn't be able to attack it in 1 turn. Alright, fastest route. There, on the road. Okay. Always right-click, hold down, and then move after that. So they're kind of giving me a little bit of the runaround here. I could dash.
I forbid this. Keep Gracious scum away.
Can I get in a place that's not going to be attrition, though? The answer looks like no. Well, yeah. There.
Move.
But I'm running out of food because I'm getting the runaround so much.
I forbid this.
No
you fail-fade. Clan war. Skaven Yaka. Right on. Falls.
That's still gonna take 3 more turns.
Great one.
So yeah, he can't run very far. I mean, I could just keep the 2,
We are brave.
just these guys for now. That'll be fine. I mean, the gutter runners or the assassins are obviously better, but
Clan war.
I can pick them up later maybe.
March, march. This city mine.
What's up, dear?
It's supposed to start raining later, so we gotta get the trash out to the
Most
curb.
masterful of masters.
I don't think you can carry that stuff by yourself.
My
What are you trying to say?
You could probably drag it there. But you can't wait until early this morning because it will definitely be freezing rain then.
Say. Okay. Do that here in maybe an hour or so. Alright.
Our clan rules here.
We're already at 100% public order, so there's no point. Hey, we might as well just keep it on recruitment. For whenever we want to hire somebody to get some recruiting done. Okay, so that's all done. Check the buildings again. Okay. Yeah, you see, we're pretty much out of extra cash now. I do wish they had something cooler with the buildings, though. Like other places, that does make it kind of fun. With other places where you get like certain chevrons. I think I've mentioned that before. Oh, actually, public order is starting to become a thing over here. So let's get some public order going on there. Why is public order? Food. Wait, what are events? Oh, this.
Time to do it, leaders.
Okay, so that'll give us 2 for. Okay, that should be fine. So yeah, public order. That's pretty good preparation for when chaos starts coming in too. I can sell the rubbish pits and put in taskmaster platforms if I have to in some places. Just being tier 3 is nice. Might as well go ahead and get as much public order as we can in these places. After we get them decked out. Because I assume Chaos at some point will enter this campaign. I don't know. This is by far the latest I've ever seen Chaos get in. Maybe it's because I'm not ranked that highly. I don't know what their criteria is. This is definitely my lowest ranking by the 125th turn. I'm almost always number 1 or 2 or 3 by this point. I mean, I don't know why they're ranking me that low. I have to own more of the map than virtually anybody. Maybe there's some people out there that own a bit more than I do, but it's probably just because they think my armies suck and I don't have a lot of money. Kids are straight trolling. Oh, he killed the other army that was here? Is that what happened?
My harem. Soon,
I know what he's trying to do.
Clan Moors.
I could hit him this turn. He wants my Black
Watch
Pyramid.
your back tail. Singe fur too hot. This is forbidden.
Do I really want to lose this place again? I mean, look how long it takes for the growth. It's like absurd.
My faith in you wanes. Clan Moors. The Ek clan needs new, better rulers.
Do I go down here and just knock this guy out right now? I could do it. Because I'm going to get an ambush on him and he's not going to be allowed to run. Or do I come over here and deal with this guy? This guy's not sieging me yet, and he doesn't have anything that can siege me in one turn. So I should be able to pop back over here if I wanted to. I will take attrition in this desert, though. I might be able to pop on a little oasis or something. No. This is all attrition. I should be able to, at a minimum, pop back onto my territory to minimize the attrition.
Stink of betrayal strong.
Now this guy's coming in hot. They are sending an extra army potentially down there. Make sure nothing goofy's going on up here. No. Okay, yeah, dwarves are taking all that.
We are brave, mighty.
Alright, let's go ahead and we'll dash this guy down here.
Most masterful of masters. Rakataita!
Got some upgrades for you. Alright, so 8. That's what we want to do. I would like to switch this guy out, but I just didn't have time this time to hire him. But we'll go ahead and do it that way.
Scampaskari. Our clan will rise.
Okay. Now, if I delete all of this, he's going to be a little mad about that. So if I just dismiss him, though, then I don't think... Now, if I reduce it, he's going to lose loyalty. And we can hire him back. It doesn't matter. We can just hire another lord back if he gets really mad about it. He has 10 loyalty, though, so it's unlikely that that's going to be an issue. Now... I would like to hire back one more plague. You know, just rejigger the army one more time if I wanted to. But I think this is sufficient to murder all of the Tomb Kings. That's only going to be relevant probably when I start moving up here against these dwarves. I might need to reconfigure. So I think just going ahead and getting rid of this guy temporarily is going to be the way to go. Yes, let's go ahead and just give him the boot. That's going to save us a ton of money too. I do hate getting rid of rat ogres at a rank 7. That sucks, but I think they're just becoming outdated right now, especially against dwarves. They just don't have enough missile defense. They don't have enough health. They are great early in the game, but I think that Hell Pit Abominations are just far superior. These are just so awful in sieges, and those are the really the places that I'm most worried about. I'm not as worried about open field combat right now. I have so many different spells and flanking capabilities. My artillery is just so strong that I'm not worried about it. So now we're back up to generating some cash again.
We are brave, mighty.
Okay, now here...
Mighty warrior champion.
So this guy should be able to beat this rebellion and respond over here if I want to. I think I just want to get this guy out of here so he doesn't take my Black Temple again.
Slice and gouge.
That's one of my favorite things about Queek.
Gouger is ready.
Is that Ambush not only allows you to set up really well
Quick, master owner.
with fights, which is obviously good, but it also doesn't let them run.
Release the poor batch.
So that means that you always get to fight them. You don't have to play this whole cat and mouse. And they always underestimate that. You know, they think they're going to be able to run away. A lot of times the AI does, and then they can't.
Scurry away, things. Quick, mercy.
Food is good, but dang, I'm getting 5,000 a turn now.
Hordes of Moors. Enslave. Quick, master owner.
Take the food there.
Humble priest grows. Untrusted worm. Poison after. I had taken. Set tails to scamper march. Move your tails.
So I'm taking minimal attrition here. Once again, I don't want to try to take this province because one of my buddies has this right now, which is really frustrating. Okay. Whatever. Gash.
Clan rats are not content.
Whatever. Let's put a public order building there. We're gonna try to hold it. We are going to try to hold it. Food is important. We could also go for public order. Try to run him around soon. Okay.
Clan etching, assassinating.
Let's get my assassin back over here
Need more trophies.
with Queek. Alright. Building check here, okay. Mountain, give me that. Everything else looks pretty legit. we can go ahead and upgrade Caracazul too. Should be fine. How long on spikes? Okay, the place has a little bit of time and then it's gonna go down. Okay. Okay. Gastromancy. Huh. Wow, starting them out -10 also. Jeez. Okay, so he's creeping on us now for sure.
Now, now! Quick!
Yeah, we should just be able to murder him here. We'll leave them alone for now. What I'm hoping is that they go back and retake Tower of Archon from these guys, and then I can go through and clean them out.
Mi superior! Fight me! Fight quick!
Queek's pretty big. I didn't realize he was that big. As far as a rat goes. It just all tier 1 skeletons. I mean...
Yes, yes. Slaves work then.
Close victory. What? You're crazy.
Release slaves. Pour back.
Shield of Tolos. Okay.
Scurry away, things. Quick, merciful. Right, things. Tell all quick comes.
Pulpit attendant.
Tell all about Quick's victory.
I mean, yeah, I would like some more, you know, research, but...
Do not betray your king.
I mean, I might as well just pop into this town. More replenishment, give some extra public order there for a turn, why not? It's so close, you might as well.
Slay things.
These guys have a little bit more. That's all skeletons. That doesn't matter. These guys have a little bit, but yeah, I mean, they're running out of juice. Because I've killed all their top tier buildings, and I just keep killing their armies.
What? Horned one, come on.
Okay. Blessed filth.
Great one. They will die.
How? I don't know how that wasn't like a 100% victory. Like, there's absolutely no way they have any prayer there. Right, getting a lot of food here. It's good. Nice. Yeah, we'll just take some food.
Inferior wicked Mimi.
Dude, glittering scales is actually legit.
Another victory.
I don't have that yet. I don't know if I do or not. Armor of Destiny. Physical, ward save. -5 melee attack on everybody else. That's extremely good. I'll go with glittering scales there. Do I already cause... No, I only caused terror because of that blade. Okay. Opal short left. Potion of healing. Okay, yeah, I haven't looked at this real well. What is Scalm? What's different from that in Potion of Healing? 33 seconds. 33 seconds. I don't know. I guess we'll just go with Scalm. Sure, Elfthing Slave. We took Ravenous Expansion. Okay. Theater Renowned, Quartermaster. Okay, so we've got all of that, so now we need to start getting this. That's very good for Stormvermin and Deathrunners. I mean, that's great. We're not going to have a lot of Storm... We do have some Stormvermin, though. We are going to have Deathrunners. We are going to have Plague Monks. That's good. That's really good for the Deathglow Bombardiers. I think the engineering skill, though, for the Plague Claw Catapults. Who's going to be killing the most stuff? Probably the Plague Claw Catapults. Some really high-ranking Plague Claw Catapults here. These things also kill a lot of stuff, but I think Catapults almost always are my highest killing units.
Trust him for now.
Oh, Immortality. I don't know what I was thinking. Immortality, obviously. Okay.
Should kill when get chance.
I want that Armor of Destiny on my
A stiff tail.
main dude here. Hand weapon. Yeah, I forgot I haven't upgraded this stuff in a while. Sure, enchanted item. Okay. Okay, I don't have any more of those. Knowledgeable. Okay.
Many kills to come.
Put that on the assassin, I think.
Patchy fur, not trusted.
The other guy's not really in combat like that much, you know? Scryer assassin. Okay.
Untrusted worm. Poison.
Eyeball. Okay, powder. Arms dealer. Want that ammo. Okay, now we can hit this guy up.
I forbid this.
we want to, which we do. Now the question is, can we beat him and then him? I think so.
Not betray your king.
Let's test out these new units, huh?
Yes, yes.
Hopefully we get the ambush. We're not guaranteed to get an ambush with this guy. It's highly likely, but like Queek is like virtually guaranteed. He has almost 100%, unless they have like ambush protection. Ambush defense chance, which is the thing. Less melee defense but more speed. Do I care about that with anybody? Probably not. Let's do this. How do they possibly think they can win this? Idea. Someone was asking me the other day in comments, like, what do you mean by abusing the auto-resolve system? What do you mean by, like, these different abuses? Like, I never, like, how is that even possible? And he was commenting on his Skaven campaign I was doing, and it's like, well, it doesn't work with Skaven because they dramatically... Okay, so we're starting with 0. We'll gamble. Okay. We can start with 0 because we're getting that -10 everywhere, remember? But I was like, well, it doesn't work with Skaven because they always underestimate you, but with some other factions, you can stack, like, certain types of units that maybe aren't tactically as strong as others, but they have a really high auto-resolve value. Now, they have changed some of this around to make this harder to do. But there's a campaign out there, and I don't remember the exact guy's name on YouTube, and I'm sure there are other people that do this as well. But it was like a Chaos speedrun campaign, and he beats the entire Chaos campaign in like an hour and a half or something. Because all he does is he auto-resolves everything. He gets like full stacks of just Chaos Infantry, the Chaos Warriors, which are good units, but they're not great if you have like 17 of them in a stack, you know? And all he does is he gets Lightning Strike, just stacks up like 20 Chaos Warriors in a unit and just runs around and just auto-resolves every single fight. He starts off at the beginning of the game, just multi-sacks the same town that you start right next to, just every single turn sacks it to level his hero up to like level, you know, 10 or 11 or 12 or something. Then once he just does that, so he just like sack next turn, sack next turn, sack next turn, sack, and he just does that at the very beginning until he power levels this guy up to Lightning Strike, grabs like all Chaos Warriors, and then just runs through and auto-resolves his way through the whole campaign until he gets to whatever the Chaos victory condition is, and then just auto-resolves it. I guess you might have to fight the last fight manually, I don't know. But yeah, so that's what I'm talking about, and although that's interesting, perhaps, to see, it just feels very exploitative and gamey, and it's just like, why play the game if you're going to do that, is my thought process on it. Because I like to enjoy the battles, you know, I like to actually try not to abuse the AI too much. You know, some people will say something like, oh, the AI sucks or whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, but people are always going to be smarter than AI, at least for now. Maybe not in 20 years, but
What?
there is this hidden option where you can like just not abuse the AI and just try to play for the spirit of having a fun and interesting game. Oh, not that dude. This guy.
Warlock Engineer!
Okay. Alright, this looks pretty good.
What orders?
How they think they're gonna win this, man. It's gonna be so hard.
Assassin! Plague Claw Catapult! Murder, kill! Murder, kill! Warp Lightning! Council's command! Now yours! Die, die, die! Agreed, agreed!
once again, you know, some people might be like, oh, the AI is stupid. Why are they all running around like idiots when they get hit by this stuff? Think of what happens in real life. Like, if you just are just walking along and you're not expecting an ambush, then all of a sudden, all this, like, freaking crap starts flying out of the sky at you. You're going to freak out for a second, too, while you try to figure out what's going on. Gonna summon up this fodder and just, as I usually do, and just try to I want those snakes out of there. Where are the other snakes? Right there, actually. Kill those things, kill those things. Got him. Yep, catapults. Very good against infantry.
Victory! Now it's swallow defeated.
What's my maximum food capacity? Holy crap. It's like 220 because I have so many towns. Ranger standard, I don't know what it is. Got so much food on this turn.
Grow stronger.
Okay, Strider.
Too weak to betray.
Orbstone weapon's pretty legit, but I think we're gonna go with engineering skill here.
Great victory! Tell the clan! We are brave, mighty. My faith in you wins.
Maybe siege that up next turn.
We
I mean,
are brave, mighty.
my warp lightning is dinged up, but whatever.
Keep grace.
So he's moved. That's all good. I'm kind of excited to try out. I mean, to be real, I don't think it's going to be as good as Total War Warhammer. The Thrones of Britannia. At least not the battles, but they are doing a lot of new stuff with it, I think. They have a lot of new tactical systems. Yes, it does look almost exactly like Attila. A lot of people are saying, oh, it looks almost the same. It's like, would I rather them like improve some graphics or improve some other stuff? Sure, absolutely. But they are changing a lot of the strategic layers of it. And that's something that, you know, I care about more than pretty much anything. You know, I'm all about that strategy, so...
Many kills today. Scary.
We'll put our trusty rat back with his master here.
My servant fails me.
That army's alright.
Silent killer, yes.
And our food situation is getting a little bit better, yeah. So I think switching over to public order is probably a good idea there. Okay, that'll probably be at this turn unless something crazy happens that I want to keep track of. I just looked at all the places, right?
Citra, what tribute do you offer the
Now he's thinking about it. He's like, well, he just wiped out 2 or 3 more armies. I'm at war with 5 people. Maybe I'll take some peace with him. It's too late for that, sir.
I see your nagging doubt. You cannot barter now.
Yeah, I'm not really doubtful. Pretty sure you're gonna die if I bring 2 armies down here. I could kill you all with 1 army if you'd all just gather up and fight me, but they're all gonna try to backdoor and run around and stuff like that. Skaven are one of the hardest factions to backdoor and for the AI to backdoor and run around with, because they ambush, like I said, so they can't just hang out and play this little game, or they hang out like just 1 little step outside of your engage range. Or they're like right on the edge because they think they're just going to be able to retreat if you try to attack them, because if you ambush them, they can't retreat. Also, they have the burrow under, so they can get around all kinds of geography. They can get through attrition through the underway mechanic. And they don't have to go too far out of their way to put garrisons with walls in every town, because it also is a money building.
Speak dead things. Dare me to take your skull's bones?
Yeah, I don't think so, Chief. Come get it if you want it. I gave y'all a chance earlier. No, they're gonna try to go hide in their little towns. But yeah, that's one thing that I love about Queek, is they really deal with this kind of stuff pretty well. For the most part. Which you would think they would be good at, right? Like the rats should be very good at people trying to be sneaky. They should be good at countering that.
Cunning scheming.
Now,
Do not betray your king.
Clan superior.
wow, I didn't realize I was going to take that much. I don't guess I took that much attrition. I just took casualties in the fight, I think.
My servant fails me.
Me superior.
I can dash up there with Queek and reinforce. So I can come up here and kill them right now. It's a little dicey because I did take some attrition. It said I wasn't going to take that much, I think, but I had 2 of these last turn. Now I only have 1. So I have a lot less catapult action here. I still have a lot of health on the Hell Pit Abominations. You know, I'm pretty sure we can still win this, but
I forbid this.
a little bit harder.
I had taken.
But Queek can run up there and reinforce in that area if I have to. So I could go over here, kill them, and then maybe dash back into my territory and have Queek reinforce. So I think that's what we're gonna do next turn. And we can both come in and take out this place the following turn. We should be able to auto-resolve that if we have 2 armies together. Central. Alright.
What's your back tail?
Anyways, yeah, I think we'll just figure that out next turn. There's nothing else crazy going on. And this is, someone was asking me, I don't remember if I mentioned this in this campaign or not, but someone's like, how do you see the character names here? Like, what's that mod? It's not a mod. You just go down here and look. Floating information, character names. You just click on it. And you can see a bunch of different overlays here. And all you do to find that is I just using my mouse wheel to scroll out. And you'll see it. So, alright, next episode, that's what we're probably going to do. We'll start off with a good fight, so stay tuned for that. We'll come in. We're only about half strength, but that still should be enough to kill them. It's just a bunch of infantry in this cav. As long as I killed these guys, I just use a lot of stuff to tie them up. You can use like some clan rats or just whatever. Just tie them up, kill all of these with the catapults, tie them up with rats also, and then the abomination should be able to deal with these guys. And I need to remember to keep one of the abominations on the back line near my artillery because they always spawn the Ashapti there. And I just wasn't prepared for it last time, and I lost a couple of... I lost like 1 or 2 of these warpfire cannons, so I should have prepared that a little bit better. But anyways, that's going to be it. Thank you very much. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time.